Living and working in Pattaya can seem like a dream for many people, but what's it really like? In this video, I'm going to share with you the highs and the lows, challenges and the rewards, and give you a bit of insight into what's really going on. Now, when I first got here, I never planned to work. I never thought about working. When the opportunity came around of managing a bar, I thought, why not? Maybe I'll never get the opportunity to work in a place like this again. But a year down the line, how do I feel about it now? To be honest, I think I can safely say I don't think I've had a more fun job ever. You meet so many cool and interesting people, you get paid to party all day long, and you're surrounded by beautiful girls all day. There's actually no job in the world that's like it. Sounds great, right? For the first few months, it was actually great. I couldn't believe I was getting paid to do the job I was doing. But after a while, you get the same feeling of going to work like you do at any other job. You wake up, you get ready, you go to work, you get paid, you go home. But yes, you have to put up with difficult customers, and yes, you have to drink every day, but none of that bothers me at all. Now, what did bother me is the certain rules and practices you have to abide by while you're working here in Thailand, and that did annoy me. Now, if you don't like those rules and you don't want to abide by them, then maybe this place isn't for you. I can't actually speak about too much about what those rules actually are because the defamation laws in Thailand are brutal. But let's just say, if you open your mouth or share your opinion on anything, you're going to get the boot pretty quickly. Reputation is everything here in Pattaya, so if you piss off the wrong people, you're going to lose opportunities and you're going to lose the chance of getting another job because word spread quickly here. Pretty much got to be a lapdog while you're starting out here. If you've never been here before, you don't know anyone, and you're just jumping into it for the first time, which is pretty annoying if you're the kind of guy that likes to speak his mind. Now, what I do like about working here is the community that you become a part of, with all these guys from all over the world in the same position as you. You go see one of your mates, you buy him a drink, he comes to your bar the next day, he buys a drink for you, doubles it up, you go see him again the next day, double it up again, and this can go on and on and on. You earn money, you're drinking with your friends, and it's fun. The more you drink, the more you get paid. You get paid 50 baht for every drink, and that's on top of your salary and your bonus. And when you start out here, you might only be getting 5-10 drinks a day, as you don't really know anyone and you're still making friends. But after a few months, 10 can quickly turn to 50, especially during high season and holidays, and if you've got friends coming down, big spenders. So it can get quite challenging having to drink a lot of drinks 6 days a week. A lot of the times you can get pretty drunk. Now, at some point, you have to learn how to say no and learn how to say stop, because it can get a bit much at some points. And you've got to find the balance of getting your money, getting the drinks, having a good time, keeping everyone motivated and the party going, and also find the balance between not pissing the customer off, because if you start saying no to drinks, or he buys you a shot of tequila and you do a shot of water and he finds out, he's not going to buy you any more drinks, he's probably not even going to come to your bar again. You really have got to find the balance of getting as much drinks and money as possible without taking it too far and pissing customers off. That's the top and bottom of it. Now, this might actually sound like a crazy lifestyle to some people, and the reality is that it is a crazy lifestyle, but there are some ways you can combat it. Now, I'm about to go and meet some friends and some of the bar managers and get their opinion on what it's actually like working here. Okay, so now I'm here with Sammy. Sammy's my good friend, and he's been working out here for a while, managing a bar on Soi 7. Doing that anymore, are you? So
I'm retired. Permanently retired from the bar game.
He's out of there. What actually brought you to Pattaya? What made you want to move here and work in this place compared to other places?
I'd been in Australia working a job that was hard for me for 7 years, and I was fed up, like really fed up from all the violence and all the trauma that I'd seen in those 7 years. So I guess the word I've come to use is I've weaponized I weaponized that like anger, and I turned it into like, I channeled it towards moving overseas. It was a big thing moving here, like caused you to get here. Yeah, it was frustration at my home country and my career over there, which caused me to not look at other options like, oh, let's move to Berlin, to Germany, or let's go to Japan. No. I was like, you know what? I want to go to Disneyland. I'm fed up with reality. That's where it comes from. I'm fed up with reality.
Some excitement.
Yeah, let's go somewhere where excitement's cheap and you know, and on the beachfront here.
Yeah. What do you think sets Pattaya apart from like other destinations in terms of like working in a bar, in Sydney? Or
there's one point here is I'd never really worked in hospitality, in the food or drinks industry, a bar ever beforehand. But I had worked with extensive experience working with people with challenging behaviour back in Australia, right? And I felt like I could take that skill set, and some of that skill set came in handy when dealing with some of the customers and the staff and their particular grievances day in, day out. So was my background in, is there any correlation between having worked in the hospitality industry and the bar industry in the West versus here? Slim to none. It's a different set of skills. You're not pouring drinks. You are, I mean, no one is more qualified to answer your own question than this guy. No one. It's get up about midday after having soaked up as much sleep as you can, hungover sleep that is, get some food into you, have a shower, and then get straight back down to the street, get the bar ready and crack in at 5 o'clock. You're chasing up all the staff. Where are they? Are they sick? I mean, the bottom line is you're responsible for very little other than customers coming through the door. You have very little responsibility, in my experience, apart from getting people into the bar and keeping people in there spending. If the bar's doing really badly, then the finger's going to be ultimately pointed at you, right? So they'd be the key things. You're not really worrying about staffing or numbers. You just need to know that's
just part of one of the jobs, but really it just comes down to how many people you're bringing in the bar and how much money it's making every night.
And to me that is pure people management. And I've watched you, the way you can bounce from table to table to table and keep 3 or 4 conversations going, and then be able to zigzag between customers. And to summarize, it's an intensive job while you're there if it's a well patronized place.
Especially some of these bars, they're only like the size of a garage, and sometimes you can have 30 people in the bar, 20, 30 girls, everyone's drunk, and then you're trying to just maintain everything, and it's all on your shoulders, really.
I mean, the most juicy stuff for me was to getting to know the staff, the waitresses. I think I had 16 or 18 young women working at our bar at one point. Try not to become too familiar with their individual family, you know, their life and their background story and their needs, because what you don't want to do is you've got to be careful not to become a social worker for 18 young females, because then you can't do your job effectively.
They'll be relying on you for other stuff, and you know, you're not really getting paid to do that.
I mean, the most taxing, I can tell you right now, the most taxing thing for me was sitting and entertaining customers who I didn't enjoy at all. Either our values were way skewed, or maybe they were incredibly racist or something, and I could tell that would come through in the conversation. But it was my job to look after these people.
You've sort of just got to like humour them, play along with their stories, make them feel like the guests. I've been in that position. You find yourself having the same conversations over and over again, repeating yourself. That can become a bit boring.
I realised that I really needed to be at some level of intox. I need to have had a few drinks to stomach some of those conversations. Plus, it's demanding. You know, multiple groups of tourists all walk in at the same time, and they're not comfortable. It's their second day on holiday to Thailand, and they really need another Westerner to connect with. And giving yourself that much of yourself to person time and time again, it's super draining, right? I reckon it's a really interesting talking topic. I think this is a really interesting discussion point, because working in a bar in Thailand, particularly in Pattaya, is the go-to like feasible pipe dream idea that everyone has.
So last question, What advice would you give to a lot of other people that are thinking about moving to Pattaya, coming here to get work in a bar? Because I know there's a lot of people out there that, you know, want to do this same sort of thing as well. What's your advice to them?
I think worth noting is that you can just rock up, having been here a week, get your condo, stroll down to one of these party streets, walk in and ask for a job, and you 50-50 they may give it to you. That said, times are changing in Pattaya. I see, from what I see, it's becoming slightly less of a party town and becoming more gentrified, more resorts, more hotels, more upmarket. So it's not as cheap as it used to be. Yeah.
Yep.
But you heard it here first. It may not be like this in 10 years.
Maybe not.
So get over here quick before it disappears.
Or you can get a coconut on the beach, pure hydration, have a drink and just relax. What I have noticed out here while you're working in this environment is just how quickly the time goes. Before you know it, 6 months have passed and you've been in one location for so long. So what is important is just remember to take breaks, get out of the bar as much as possible, book a holiday, take some time off, give your brain a breather from all the madness, because I'm not going to say it's not healthy to be in there, which it might be, but it's just good to give your brain a breather, like I say. A lot of people come to Thailand, including myself, to experience a new way of life. But when you come to Pattaya and start out here, it's very easy to get caught up in the chaos and you sort of forget why you came to Thailand in the first place. So just try to enjoy some activities that don't revolve around drinking. Now there are going to be a lot of challenges that you're going to face while you're working here in the bar. 10-hour days, 6 days a week, giving up 90% of your time, dealing with aggressive customers and a lot of idiots. But what you get in return, there's no place in the world you can work like this. Like I said before, you get to party every day, get paid to drink with beautiful ladies. There's no place like it. Not that I know of anyway. If you know, let me know in the comments. Of course, there's a lot of misconceptions and stereotypes that you've probably heard about working in Pattaya's nightlife. Now, while some of that may be true, I think it's only safe to say you can't really have a valid opinion on any of that until you've been here and experienced it for yourself. Some advice I would give you, if you want to start working out here, come here for a week or two, make some friends, build some connections, and then get a foothold here. And then when you do come back here to live here, you've already got a little base set up and you know some people. Don't just put everything on the line, book a plane ticket and come out here with no plan, because it may not work out for you. And obviously you've got to manage your finances, your health, your visas, all that important stuff. But when you've sorted that, you're good to go. There's my insights anyway into the truth of what it's actually like to work out here in Pattaya. If you have any comments on this topic, drop a comment below, drop a like on the video. Peace guys, cheers, see you in the next one.